you kind of talk to your kids, or when you think about consciousness, about the sort of maybe even the meaning of life, right? I mean, Jim, do you ever have any thoughts about, there's so many studies on near-death experiences now. There's thousands of people. I mean, mainstream science is studying near-death experiences. Do you ever think about, and NASA came out now and said Mars was almost completely covered with water at one point. It said there's trillions of galaxies and billions of Earth-like planets per galaxy, and that's NASA, and they're supposed to be the official agency. Who knows what else, what other info there may be. But do you ever think about, like, kind of the meaning of life and consciousness, and have you ever any thoughts about that, Jim?
Well, the meaning for my life, well, my kids.
Sure.
My meaning for life right now, these two little girls. But we can get into religion or philosophy or any of these spirituality or other things you want. If I had a simple answer, it would be to fulfill yourself to the most you can, whether that's being happy or being a monk or whatever it happens to be, being a dutiful Buddhist, a dutiful Christian, whatever it happens to be. Many people go through life without ever achieving any kind of happiness or salvation, if you will. If you can achieve if you can do what you want and live the life you want, that's going to lead to, in my view, that's going to lead some kind of happiness and fulfillment down the line. Many people never do it. It's a shame. Many people never ever do it because they go along with the crowd, or they do what their parents say, or their teachers, or their friends. They never really break out and do what they know and love, know what they would love.
And what could give somebody the courage to do that, Jim? A lot of people, there's so much fear going on. You've done so much. I mean, you just bucked the trend. You had courage. People want that courage. They want to just say, man, I want to get out there. I want to go on a bike around the world. I mean, what did it for you? What do you recommend?
Well, I guess I was just too foolish. I wasn't smart enough to know I couldn't do these things. I wanted to do them, and so I set out to do them. It was one of my childhood dreams, believe it or not, was to go around the world on a motorcycle. I can't believe I did it, but I did it. I wanted it because I grew up in a small backwoods town. I wanted to see the world. I wanted adventure. I wanted to know the world. Who knew that I would ever do it, Nicholas? Something that I was a 15-year-old boy there in the backwoods of Alabama saying foolish things like this, and I did it. I don't know. I just didn't know enough not to. I guess one of the reasons is I didn't have kids early, because that certainly would have been a constraint on me, and it certainly was on my parents, for instance. I don't know if my parents started having children when they were in their early 20s. That's a constraint. I know it's a big constraint, which is one reason I didn't want to do it. If I had had children when I was 20 or 30 or 40, it would have been bad for me, for the wife, for the kids, for everybody. So in my case, I waited and did a lot of other things I wanted to do first, and then I had the kids, and that's the best part. I was wrong about children. I repeat, I was wrong about children. Go do it.
Is your assistant recording you that you said you're wrong? If I might have some employees that might like to
Don't worry,
record me saying I'm wrong. Go ahead, sorry.
I've said it many times.
Oh,
many
good.
Times.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I've been wrong a lot, and I ask for forgiveness. But so you, Jim, if somebody's scared, so I agree. I mean, I couldn't have taken some of the risks that I took. I've only been to 34 countries, but I definitely resonate with you, and I couldn't have taken some of those risks, especially because I was wrapped up in that real estate when I was young, and then 2008 came, and I got, it wasn't so good for me, but I took some risks, and I was able to, but because of what you're saying, if I had a family, it would have been kind of not very good. It would have been almost, it would have been kind of bad for them and reckless, I would say. But what if somebody's afraid? If somebody's afraid to be happy, to live their life to the fullest, and so I think what I hear you saying is don't overthink it, right? Sometimes just kind of go with the flow and just do it.
Well, I'm partially saying that. What I tell people all the time is, look, you're going to wake up one day when you're 75, and it will be, to me, it would have been worse never to have tried than to sit there when I'm 75 and say, gosh, I always wanted to play center field for the New York Yankees, but I never tried. Whatever the dream was, whatever people really, really wanted to do. And I saw that in people, that they never tried. And I will tell you, it's better to try and fail. It's better to try and fail than wake up when you're 75 with a lifetime of regrets that you never tried. And even if you fail, Nicholas, that teaches you a lot. Some of the greatest success stories of history have been people who failed once or twice. And then they had the resilience to come back. The one word I'm trying to teach my daughters is perseverance. We all know plenty of smart people are not successful. We know educated people are not successful. Talented people are not successful. Beautiful, attractive people are not successful. The ones who are successful are the ones who persevere, who never give up. And that's what I'm trying to say to them. Don't worry about failing. Don't worry about failing. Just if you fail, just don't give up and persevere. And so I would say, I tell people all the time, I know the problem. I heard every word you said. And many people say, I cannot do it. I cannot. It wouldn't work. What if it didn't work? What would my mother say? What would my teachers say? What would my friends say? Well, it's better to have tried it and failed than to wake up one day at age 75 and say, I never even tried.
Well, I agree with you, Jim. We actually had some I'm trying now. I'm here in the middle of the night, and I'm honored. And we had some technical problem before the show, and I'm thinking, because we couldn't hear the Skype audio, all kinds of bullshit going on. And it's it's my fault. I'm the owner, and I'm thinking, so the fear. I'm like, what can I do? Just do something. So I downloaded some Skype recorder real quick, paid for it. You didn't even. I like to be on time. I think we were only 3 minutes late, but to me that sucks. But and you know what? That stuff happens, man. You got to try, because it's just an honor for us to have you on the show, but you got to just try, and sometimes it might not work, but you got to try. Is that right?
Nicholas, it's my honor to be here. Try again. If it, as the poem my children can recite by heart, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They know the whole thing.
Well, I love that.